Have you ever wondered who actually understand the world? So I didn't, and until one day I have decided to find it out. So my journey started with the finding of human being. So basically, the human being, how human being evolved, how they have evolved from those stories that we have read earlier, that for earlier we are monkeys, then after evolution we begin to be the way we are. So these all are the things that is being taught to me by a person who is called by the name of anthropologist. So this was that person. After that, I looked up into the sky, and there I got to know about the astronomers. So basically, this was a guy who told me that in the sky there is a lot of things: celestial bodies, planets, Earth, and space, the Milky Way galaxies, and a lot of galaxies, and how to study those things. So these are the things that is being studied by these astronomers. After that, I looked up, looked down, looked down, looked down towards the earth, and there I got to know about the earth. So the person who taught me about these things, that if you see the earth, you see a lot of things: the soil, how these materials, minerals, everything, those are things that are being present in the earth. So the things that is being studied by those person are geologists. And after that, I began to meet a person who is basically a biologist. So he told me about the life, so how there is being a categorization in the life, and those categorization is only in two form, that is plants and animals. So life has been categorized into two forms: plants and animals. Then, along with that guy, the biologist, I moved to the jungle, and in the jungle I saw things such as plants, various types of plants, trees, grasses, and everything that is related to this living being, plants. So everything that is related to that, and the person who studies those things, the life form that is related to plants, is botanists. And in the jungle, I met a lot of wild animals as well. And those persons who study about these wild animals are geologists. And yes, after that, I came out of that jungle and then was sitting on a plain area, and I saw some insects out there finding their path. And behind that, there was a person searching for those insects in a telescope. No, in a microscope. No, not a microscope. Something. Oh, that's called magnifying glass. So I saw a person who was looking around and thoroughly studying about those insects that I have just watched. And I asked him, "What is your job? Why you are watching those insects and learning its behavior?" So that person taught me that he is called by the name called entomologists. So entomologists are the person who study about the insects. And after that, we talked a little bit about some languages. So how language gets evolved and the evolution of language. So earlier there was sign language, then that language evolved and people now understand the language we speak. So these kind of things, or the things that is related to language, and the people who studies those are philologists. So those are philologists. And also there are some things that carry some meanings. So for me, this is a watch that I have, and this watch was bought by me from the money that I got from my first internship. So this watch is totally on my money, and it means so much to me because this was bought by me from my own money that I have earned on my own. So that has some semantic meaning as well. And in the same way, I am I got this bottle and it has a semantic meaning as well. And there are a lot of things that have their meanings, and the things that carry some meanings are semantics, and the person who learn about these things are semantics. And then I moved into a city where people live. So at that place, people live with each other in a peace and harmony. So that was a place that I have ended my journey with. And the person who studies those places and society are known as sociologists. So after that, these are the 10 words that I have learned, and I hope you understand the meaning of those words. If you do not, so don't worry about that, because in this chapter of this book, the thing that they have taught is to not understand the meaning by dissecting all the words one by one, but here it was taught only the idea behind those meanings. So if you do not understand those meanings, take it easy, you will eventually understand. So for the sake of completion of this video, I wanted to just repeat all the words that I have discussed in this video, and if you like, you can just Google it. Otherwise, I will be telling you all in the next video itself, so don't worry. And the words that we have learned in this video are anthropologists, astronomers, geologists, botanists, geologists, entomologists, philologists, semantics, and sociologists. So these are the 10 words that we have learned in this video, and I have tried my best to form some story around it and connect all these words. And yeah, this was it for today's video. And yeah, I've tried one new thing as well. So everything you try new thing, and that's how you evolve. Bye bye.